welcome to Spines and Colours. Today we're going to be doing the intimidating TBR tag. Now nobody tagged me in this, but I've just been seeing it being done and nobody knows I exist, so no one's going to tag me in it, so I'm going to do it myself. I'll find the original video and I will put it down below. Question 1. What book have you been unable to finish? The Maze Runner by James Dashner. I have been reading this book since April 29th. Exams, okay? We're just going to ignore this book. What book have you yet to read because you haven't had the time? Graceling by Kristen Cashore. I've had this book for a while now and I've been hearing things about this book and like the rest of them for ages, but I just haven't got around to it. And the other thing is, like, look at how big the book is. It's less than 350 pages, but because of the sheer size of it, like, because it's taller than a normal book, it's just, I don't know. I haven't picked it up because it's big. What book have you yet to read because it's a sequel? So it's the Maze Runner series. I've read book 1 and 2 before, but I'm rereading them so I can finish this one because I got to about 10 chapters in and I still haven't read the prequel. So does it count? Like, this is a sequel, this is a prequel. I haven't read them yet. I'm gonna get around to them. I don't think anytime soon because it's taking me so long to read the Maze Runner. Okay, they're not in order on my shelf anymore. Ah! What book have you yet to read because it's brand new? Okay, so this doesn't really count because this book isn't brand new. It actually came out, I think, in 2012. But it's brand new to me because I only bought it recently and it's by one of my all-time favourite authors. I'm really sad that I haven't read it yet. It is Killing the Shadows by Val McDermid. It is like a murder thriller book and I'm really like sad that I haven't got around to reading it yet, but this is technically brand new to me. But I want to read it, like, next, but I have so many books that I need to read. What book have you yet to read because you read a book by the same author and didn't enjoy it? Awakened by PC and Kristen Cass. This is the 8th book in the House of Night series and I liked books 1 to 4. From 5 onwards it got a little bit slow, but book 7 was ridiculous and you guys know how long I was looking for this book. It took me like 2 months to find this book and I was so excited when I got it, and then I read it and it was just really pathetic. I'm not really looking forward to reading this one and I haven't read it because this one kind of put me off the series, but I want to finish the series because I have come this far. Probably not anytime soon though. What book have you yet to read because you're just not in the mood for it? The Summer I Turned Pretty by Jenny Han. This is a book that I want to read over the summer because it has summer in the title, but also because like it's just one of those like wishy-washy, it's not wishy-washy, but you get what I mean, like it's not like a fantasy, there's nothing amazingly gripping to take me out of my bubble of college, and that's what I need at the moment, and this one is just kind of meh, so I haven't got around to it because I'm really not in the mood for like major romance novels. Like if it is a fantasy book with like a romance subplot, then that's totally fine, but I'm not gonna pick up a book purposefully because it is lovey-dovey. Like, I'm just not in the mood. Plus, I'm really heartless and recently single, so, you know. What book have you yet to read because it's humongous? Labyrinth by Kate Moss, this one. I have owned this book since I was in year 9, June, 3 years ago. It is 700 pages or something stupid like that. 694 pages. It's quite chunky. I picked up this book because I watched the TV show thing, the TV series, which was really good and also had John Hurt and Tom Felton in it, so I was majorly loving it. It also has Morgana in it from Melon. And this dude, who is really attractive, just FYI. This little nugget, do you guys know who that is? That's Sebastian Stan. Yeah. The TV series, like, I don't really remember what happened, I just know that it's like, it flashes backwards and forwards in time from like, these people digging up these people's home. It's a book that I really, really, really want to read, but it is so huge, and because I'm trying to complete my reading challenge, I'm trying to get through that like as quickly as possible so that I can like add on to it at the end of the year and read more books than my reading challenge actually is. So this is probably going to be like one of the last books I read this year, or I might have to save it for like next summer. I'm so far behind on my reading list. And it's deceptively huge because you look at it and you're like, oh, that's not that big. 600 pages, like 700 pages nearly. It's, no. It's like the fandoms colliding on here right now. We've got Doctor Who, Merlin, Harry Potter, and frickin' Marvel. Like, Can we just appreciate British TV right now? God bless the casting people. What book have you yet to read because it was a cover buy that turned out to have poor reviews? It is Triskelion by Will Peterson. I think this is actually a series, and I picked this one up so that I could gauge whether or not to buy the rest of the series. There were a few people who've given it like 1 or 2 stars, and I've read their reviews because they come up first. I got really put off. It had some good concepts, but overall it was just boring, and that's what most of the reviews say, and that's really put me off this book. But I'm gonna try and read it at some point because it does look really interesting, and I do really love this cover. Now, this book didn't actually have majorly poor reviews. Like, its Goodread average is, I think, above a 3.5. It sounds really good, but I haven't read it because of certain people on Goodreads who've just kind of put me off. And I always kind of trust Goodreads because that's what I base this entire thing off. What is the most intimidating book on your TBR pile? Do not hate me. Know that I have read these books, or rather they were read to me as a child, because when these books came out I was very small. How could you expect me to read them myself? So I have read the books in a way. So for the past 2 years, I've started reading the series, but I've never finished it because I get to these books and I see how huge they are and I just go, no. And it's the last 3 books in the Harry Potter series. It's okay, you can all yell abuse now. This is over 700 pages. How old was I? June 21st, 2003. So I was 3. I hadn't turned 4. I would have turned 4 the next month. You want a 3-year-old to read this? Nah. It's not happening. The next question is, who do I tag? I tag all small booktubers like myself who go unnoticed by everybody else and want to do tags but can't participate because nobody knows who exists to tag us. I tag all you people. That is it for today's video. Give it a like if you like. Subscribe for more book madness, and I'll see you next time with a brand new video. Toodaloo. Can't wave. Bye. I want to do like a thumbnail. Oh, look at these books. Anyway, that's good enough. Less than 300 pages. And I haven't read it yet. But it's too wishy-washy for this time of year. I can't be dealing with that.